We have Sagarika. Sagarika, you want to go ahead?
Yep, 1 second.
Okay, you want to turn on your video?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, there you go. Just want to lower your webcam so that, yeah, that's perfect. Go ahead.
Can you see
Yes,
everything?
yes. Excellent. Go ahead, honey.
Okay. Hi, my name is Sagarika, and I go to Darrington East High School, and I'll be going through my research study, which includes my introduction, literature review, methodology and results, conclusion, and my research experience with Gifted Gabber. First of all, my topic itself is how can nanotechnology impact cybersecurity regarding intrusion detection systems today? And a little bit of what led me to this question itself was that with the world currently run by technology, there's been an increased necessity to protect all the data that these systems hold. And these systems are usually protected by things like cryptography, which assist in encryption, decryption, and overall just network security. But with today, there's also been different threats that infiltrate and gain access to private and personal data of corporations and people. And these can be done through means of like phishing, which is basically a form of cyber threat where people receive emails, and those emails itself, if you click on them, they give an attacker access to your personal information. And there are also IoT attacks, which are Internet of Things attacks, which are also a form of cyber attacks that target electronic appliances like smartwatches, Apple Watches, Ring doorbells, and all of those, and can give an attacker access to your personal information once again and your data. But there are also developments in nanotechnology itself that are important to look at, as they can hold significant developments for IDS's intrusion detection systems, and can provide a new light on integrating those findings into the betterment of the protection of personal and confidential data. So IDSs are a program that are used to analyze and understand the attacks of what led or caused cyber attacks onto them. And currently, intruders can be classified into two separate categories, first being external and the other being internal. Now, with traditional prevention techniques like firewalls and authentication systems, like putting in a password, intrusion detection systems themselves provide another layer of security for protecting computer systems. They're also classified into three different categories as well, such as host detection, intrusion detection systems, network-based intrusion detection systems, and a hybrid of the two. And all of these are able to match against a user's behavior through past data and detect if it is an attack or an intrusion. Now, there's also information with cybersecurity and nanotechnology crossing over and leading to new forms of nanocomputers that are saying that we can use these devices to be able to speed up the efficiency process of finding threats and recognizing if they're a threat or not, which helps basically cut down or as well as broaden the terms and parameters of what a threat can look like. And there is also the application of AI itself that has introduced promising results in automatically looking for threats that may have been formulated based off of past information that's also been categorized, and being able to use that to automatically search for new threats that may have not been identified yet and be able to categorize them as well. And now my methodology overall for looking at this was a qualitative research method where I just looked over multiple different research papers, and I specifically made them into, well, what I was looking for specifically was information on nanotechnology that would affect intrusion detection systems, because there's a lot of papers that are not specific to this gap that I was looking into. And by doing that, I would use validated validated databases to gather these research papers. And once I read into them, I would keep note of the specific types of nanotechnology and what they can be used for, and see if I can use those themselves and if they apply to IDSs. Now for my results, some of the specific pieces of nanotechnology that I found that could be looked into more are nanoscale devices, which in areas of nanocomputing for much smaller computer systems can assist in strengthening IDSs, as well as nanosensors, which provide more precise and detailed information about a particular object to enable a better understanding of that object's behavior. So in this case, they can provide a better understanding of the threats that are attacking a system and be able to understand better how or why it was able to do so. And such nanocomposites can be used to eventually handle threats that are located in real time and protect the systems by learning from previous experiences, once again. And these nano devices can also be used to speed up the recovery of an attacked system, whether it's from external or internal attacks, as well as the eventual use of AI that is currently in development, and be able to also help in the recovery and speed and efficiency of the recovery of IDS systems. And for my conclusion, going back to my research question of how can nanotechnology impact cybersecurity regarding intrusion detection systems today, I have found that nanotechnology itself has different forms and categories, like the nanoscale devices that I previously discussed, which can assist in the future of strengthening IDSs and assist against threat and for recovery in the future. And the contributions of this paper were basically allowing me to find all of the types of nanotechnology and nanotechnology results that can lead to the betterment of these systems. And so for future research, people can refer to this paper specifically to have more of an idea of what type of nanotechnology can be used and do more experimentation and research based off of that. And my overall experience with Gifted Gabber was great because they provided me an opportunity to go into a topic like nanotechnology that I wouldn't have thought of to go into before. But writing this paper just really led me to a new world to discover about cybersecurity and nanotechnology and how they can combine, because I was already interested in cybersecurity. And when I wanted to figure out a way to implement this with nanotechnology, Dr. Lilova herself would go over interests or ways that I could implement this, and that helped me find more about what I wanted to zone into on, and that led to me to pick my gap in intrusion detection systems. And Professor Virgil himself helped me with structuring my paper, and even though I couldn't make it to some of the meetings, watching those recordings and seeing how he discussed papers and their structures overall also led to me to better write my paper. Thank you.
Awesome job, Sagarika. Wonderful topic and wonderful effort. My video is acting up. Dr. Lilova, question for Sagarika on her research.
Yeah, I want to emphasize that this topic is actually really difficult to work on, because using nanomaterials for intrusion detection is a concept. We are still in the concept phase. So we are trying to predict, based on what information we have currently, what nanomaterials will be actually used for cybersecurity, and it's extremely complicated. So that's a great job there.
Excellent. Excellent job, Sagarika.